if he wants to slap the whole of America for Jada, let him do so.
My wife's name out your mouth.
Oh, so fabulous.
Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. It's your girl DUMEBI Lea. If this is your first time stumbling on my channel and seeing my beautiful face, I hope you decide to subscribe. Please hit the subscribe button right below this video and join my big happy family. And if you are a returning subscriber, you guys know that you're the real MVP. You know that I love you. So by the way, are you guys feeling my look? I decided to wear my hair in jerry curls. Yeah, my hair is really short. It's shorter. I keep trimming it and I kind of like the look. Anyway, as you guys already saw in the title, we're going to be discussing Will Smith and the famous slap.
Smith drew back and slap Rock across the face.
And the apology that he has issued, and also his marriage. Yes, I decided to talk about his marriage in this video because I realized that the circumstances or the kind of marriage that they have kind of reflected on the way people view this whole fiasco that has happened. So without talking too much, let's just get right into the video. If you have not seen the video, first video that I made when I talked about the slap and the whole thing around it, I'm just going to link it right up there. You guys should check it out. So for this video, Will Smith actually issued an apology on his Instagram, and I've been opportune to see it. I'm still going to go into that. A lot of people were of the opinion that what Will Smith did was wrong, and they focused more on him and talked about how he needed to apologize, especially because he did not apologize to Chris Rock during his speech at the Oscars. But I don't think a lot of people focused on Chris Rock giving an apology, because comedians generally make jokes. They make jokes about life experiences, about a lot of things, but I feel like some things should be off
One eternity later.
Some things should just not be talked about. You don't make fun of people's medical condition. You don't make fun of the way a person looks to an extent, things that they cannot really control. There's some unfortunate events that you just don't make fun of in the name of comedy. So hopefully this goes as a warning to comedians out there. Be very careful what you say, because you could get beaten. And I feel like generally, if you want to go into comedy, you should have thick skin, because it can always backfire. You may take it, you may say a joke or make a joke and people don't really take it that way, and then you're going to get a serious backlash, or even physically assaulted, like in the case of Chris Rock. I'm going to talk about the apologies later, but before we go into that, I want us to actually talk about Will Smith's marriage. Now, I feel like from a lot of the videos that I've watched, a lot of the comments that I've seen of people, basically commenting about this whole fiasco, I realized that some people were happy that he was defending his wife, which I think is right. I would like my man to defend me no matter what.
So you guys, I'm just dropping in during editing. Yeah, I said that I think it was right that he stood up for his wife and he defended her, but I need to state that I'm not condoning violence. I'm not saying that it was right the way he went about it. I would have preferred, and it would have been better and more proper if he had used a verbal approach and used his words, maybe when he was giving a speech, to actually uplift his wife and to kind of like, point out that what Chris Rock said was wrong and insensitive, than actually resorting to actual physical violence. So back to the video.
But a lot of people were also making it look like Jada didn't need to be defended because of, the infidelity thing, the whole August Alsina thing, the whole entanglement thing. And I really had to step back to look at it. I feel like Jada is that person, that woman that people love to hate. And how did it get to this? On taking a deeper look, I realized that I kind of have this bias as well. It's not fair. It's actually not fair, because it's kind of like judging as well, and it's not right to judge people, because you never know what you're capable of. You could do worse if you're in that person's shoes. Believe me, you don't know what they're really passing through. Yes, it feels like we know all about them, but really we only see what they put out there. You can't just judge a person's life based on what you see on social media, right? These people have what they're battling internally. They're not going to come out and tell you everything. So now I realized that when I took a deeper look at it, because I felt like a lot of people feel like, why did he go all the way to go and defend her? By slapping, he risked losing his Oscar, because at this point I think it's on the table that he might lose that Oscar. That is his first and only Oscar award so far. So he risked that. He risked being blackballed in the industry or being cancelled. He risked getting a lawsuit from Chris. That's by just the action of him going to slap Chris Rock. He risked that, and he also risked the fact that that man could have genuinely gotten hurt. There are people that are walking corpses. Like, you could just hit somebody and then they fall, and that's the end. And then what happens? You find out that you have actually taken another person's life. So these were all the risks that he took by doing that. You understand? So for him, people feel like Jada is not worthy for him to have taken that risk because of all the drama that is going on in their marriage, specifically the entanglement. And I realize some people have some other agenda against her. I've seen some people calling her narcissistic. I saw a whole video, someone sent it to me earlier this morning that I watched. It was a man, a TikTok video. The man was talking about the whole scenario, and he said that he blames Jada because she's narcissistic, she's toxic, she has so emasculated Will Smith to the extent that his masculinity is not what it used to be, and he had to prove to himself and to everyone that he's still the man, he still got it, he can still defend his wife, he's still in charge, and that was why he did what he did. So they were basically blaming Jada for what Will Smith did. I don't understand how that makes sense. How? Yes, she rolled her eyes. There was a look exchange between them. Obviously, he must have seen that she rolled her eyes, and then he stood up because initially he was laughing when the joke was told. So he stood up to go and defend her honor. Some people feel like it was just a show of toxic masculinity. He just wanted to show, I'm the man, da 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 da. Yeah, that's what some people think. I don't know. We are not in Will Smith's mind. We can analyze all we want, but we don't really know why he really did it or what's going through his mind at that point. But the truth remains that people are blaming Jada, or they somehow feel like she was unworthy of being defended by her man. And why do we feel that? Why do we feel that way? Because she's toxic, she's narcissistic. Let's be realistic here. If she's so narcissistic and so toxic and their marriage is so bad, they should get a divorce. But if he feels like he still wants to be in that marriage, then that's indirectly saying he is open to keep suffering whatever it is that he's suffering there. And for all of us that are out here being like, oh, making pointing fingers at her and criticizing and sitting on our moral high horses and judging and all whatnot, he's a full-grown man. He has made his choice, so let's respect it. I heard someone say in a video that there was a prenup, so she actually cannot get any money if she divorces Will. So because of that, she's kind of stuck in the marriage, and then she has chosen, because she's narcissistic, to keep embarrassing him. So she's embarrassing him by the infidelities and also by oversharing their family secrets on the Red Table Talk. For those of you who don't know, she does the Red Table Talk when she basically talks about everything. I personally don't watch it a lot. I've just watched it a couple of times when there was the incident between Jordan Woods and the Kardashians, and then the entanglement thing. Those are the only two times that I've watched it, and people feel like she overshares, like is like seriously oversharing, like what she does on the Red Table Talk. So people feel like she's embarrassing him a lot, she's dragging his name in the mud a lot. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, whatever. But what I want to focus on is the infidelity part. Like, people feeling that like she didn't deserve to be protected by her man because after all she ain't faithful to him. I saw comments like I saw someone post a comment like, after Will Smith slapped his wife August, as soon I would have been like, thank you for protecting our wife. So people have not forgotten. The internet never forgets. You know, people have not forgotten the entanglement, and I don't think they will ever forget that, because it will always be there whenever their name comes up. It's a stain on the name. That's how these things work. That's why you have to think twice before you come and put your issues on air and put it out there for the whole public to discuss and digest. All the online in-laws, people that feel like they have a stake in your relationship or your life or your marriage just because you're a celebrity, or because they know you, or because you're a content creator, or because you're an influencer. So now, talking about the cheating, why do we feel like, how do I put it? It's obvious they are in an open marriage. I don't think they've come out to say it, so it is alleged, but I feel like it's obvious they're in an open marriage. I've gathered information that suggested that they don't even live in the same arms of their house. Like, husband is here, wife is there. They are not spending time like the typical couples would. So probably I feel like it's an arrangement they might have between each other, that okay, we're not getting any divorce, but that doesn't mean that we cannot seek, comfort in the arms of other people. So I don't know. I don't want to use the word cheating, because I feel like if both of us have agreed that we're going to, not be faithful in our marriage, I don't want to use the word cheating, because I feel like cheating is when you're actually cheating the other person out of something. But it's an agreement that they have. So if they have agreed to be in an open marriage, and it's kind of like an open secret that everybody knows, I feel like people have been saying this, and it's probably true, because even when the whole infidelity thing came out, they had the whole Red Table Talk between Jada and Will Smith. Will Smith looked pained and everything, but at the end of the day, they like bumped fists, and they're like, bad marriage for life. They already realized that probably the marriage is not the ideal one, but they're going to stick to it. Like, she's my wife, I'm gonna stick beside her. Do you get it? Like, no matter what happens, I'm gonna stick beside her. So yes, they may have infidelity in their marriage, they may not be exclusive to each other the way a conventional marriage is, but that doesn't mean that they don't want to be together. And that does not mean that he won't defend his wife's honor or she won't defend him if the need arises. I want you guys to understand that their marriage may not be the conventional one, and we are sitting on our moral high horses and we are judging like, oh, so you're going to slap somebody over the same woman that cheated on you. I've seen comments like, anybody can sleep with my wife, but nobody should use joke about her, like past jokes about her or make jokes with her or something like that. Like, people keep bringing up the infidelity thing. Look, one thing you guys need to know is that if they have an open marriage, it's very possible that he was already aware of the August Alsina thing. The only thing is, we, the public, were not supposed to find out. But because August Alsina went and fell in love, he came out and then he made a whole mess about the whole situation. So I think they are both aware that they are both not faithful. I feel like it's an agreement. So why do we feel like we have to judge? Why do we feel like we have to be, take sides? Because I feel like we're taking sides. We're looking at Will as the husband of a cheating wife who is narcissistic and embarrassing him and is toxic and is trying to ruin his career and this and that and that. But what if he really is not the victim? He knows the situation and he chose to stay in it. They have an agreement, guys. It is not our place to judge and start making him out to be the victim and giving him sympathy that he really doesn't need, or he doesn't. After all, there are men that will cheat on their wives, like with anything in skirts, but they will never let you disrespect their wife. I'm sure you guys watching the video, you know that what I'm saying is true. There are men who will cheat on their wives but will never let you disrespect their wife. Even the side chicks outside, even the mistress outside, you never dare cross paths with their wife or disrespect their wife or call their wife or whatever. You know your place. So what I'm trying to say is, yes, there may be cheating involved, but that doesn't mean that he's not ready to go to war for her. It's just, it might be weird. It might be a weird dynamic. It's not what we are used to, but it's really not our business. So nobody should just sit there and be judging like, oh, because she cheats on you or she cheated on you or because she did that and that, she's not worthy of being protected. If he wants to slap the whole of America for Jada, let him do so. I'm not condoning violence. I'm just saying, guys. So for us, trying to use the whole cheating thing to feel like that's why he shouldn't have slapped us, in our minds, we are feeling like she's not worthy of that level of risk, because he definitely took a lot of risk making that move. So for us to feel like she's not worthy or he shouldn't have done that because she's not worthy, because she's an unfaithful wife, that's rubbish. It doesn't make any sense. So that's what I wanted to say about their marriage. So let's just go right into reading the apologies, guys. So Will Smith actually posted this on his Instagram page. And it reads, "Violence in all of its forms is poisonous and destructive. My behavior at last night's Academy Awards was unacceptable and inexcusable. Jokes at my expense are a part of the job, but a joke about Jada's medical condition was too much for me to bear and I reacted emotionally. I would like to publicly apologize to you, Chris. I was out of line and I was wrong. I am embarrassed by my actions were not indicative of the man I want to be. There is no place for violence in a world of love and kindness." 2 slides, second slide now. "I would also like to apologize to the Academy, the producers of the show, all the attendees, and everyone watching around the world. I would like to apologize to the Williams family and my King Richard family. I deeply regret that my behavior has stained what has been an otherwise gorgeous journey for all of us. I am a work in progress. Sincerely, Will." For those of you who don't know, the Williams family are the family of Serena and Venus Williams, which they did a movie about them and their father, and that was actually the movie he won the award for. So he apologized to that family and King Richard family. I got to find out that the name of the movie in question is King Richard. So he apologized to them because of course it was an embarrassment on them. And then he stated that jokes at his expense are a part of the job, meaning that he takes it as a part of the job. He doesn't see that as a big deal, but that jokes about Jada's medical condition was too much for him to bear. So he doesn't want to see his wife in pain. He doesn't want people making fun of her. He probably knows what she goes through because they live in the same house, their husband and wife, and it hurt him to see her hurt by that joke. So yeah, you guys should not feel like, oh, why is he, I feel like that's what people just feel like, why did he react like that? After all, it's Jada, the same woman that has cheated on him, the same woman that embarrasses him, the same woman that has emasculated him. It's not your place to judge, y'all. I'm on Chris Rock's page. I can't see an apology there. But anyway, his last post here is about his tour. And you guys, I heard that the tickets of his tour are like selling out. Like, you see, any publicity is publicity. That's why people feel like this might have even been staged. I don't know if it's staged. I don't know. I don't really care if it was staged or not. All I know is that he gave us something to talk about, and hopefully something that people can learn from. Well guys, this is interesting. Someone actually sent me a screenshot of the supposed Chris Rock apology, but I didn't just want to read it out to you guys, so I went on Google because I found out that it wasn't on his Instagram. So I just googled Chris Rock apology, and it turns out that what I'm seeing here is that the apology is fake. So apparently Chris Rock has not apologized. I think it'd be nice of him to apologize, but I feel like the pressure on him to apologize is not as much as it was on Will to apologize, which is also what I stated. Like, Chris made a joke that was kind of expensive and inappropriate. Will reacted. Chris did not slap him back. He basically did the whole turn the other cheek, which I will not do. But he did that, and now he looks like the good guy. He looks like the good guy, which is why I feel like what we need to take from this is, you guys, be careful how you react even when you're offended. Be careful. Anger management is good. There's just a point in life, a point of maturity, of growth, of exposure you get to in life that you realize that you don't need to get physical, honey. Hurt them with your words. Hurt them with your bag, okay? Make your money. You know, give them that sarcasm. Like, say what they need to hear. You don't have to go physical. Anything can happen when it gets physical. I do not condone any form of violence. So that being said, I think I need to wrap up the video here. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you guys think in the comment. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.